Hey y'all, so today we're going to be doing two old schools, this truck, and then we also got a Chevelle that we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Alright y'all, so on this old Chevy, we're going to be doing a paint enhancement. The goal for this one is to restore the gloss. It's not to do like a full-on paint correction while I'm taking scratches out, wet sanding, and all that stuff. It's strictly just to restore the gloss. This is like an old form truck. So as y'all can see, I did a test spot right there, and I did that test spot about a week before. I scheduled them in just so I can like set the expectations, so I can know, okay, I can do exactly what you need me to do. So after I was finished with the test spot, they were totally happy with it. They were saying, hey, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And the guy even told me, he said, I don't expect perfection because it's an old form truck. It sits out in the sun sometimes. It's out in the field with the cows and all that other stuff. So, you know, it has some dents and dings as well. And, you know, he just wanted to restore the paint. And I think this truck has been repainted. I think they told me it's been repainted once before, about 15 or 17 years ago. I think it was an odd number. But yeah, but here's the process. So what I'm doing right here is basically just prepping it for the enhancement. So after I finish washing it under this garage or shop or whatever you want to call it, I'm actually going to move it to the other garage over there, just because the owner was a little concerned about me getting electrocuted because that area retains a lot of water. And prepping it is pretty much the same as doing a wash and wax, doing a paint correction or whatever. It's all the same process. So after I finish with the hair wash and rinsing it off, I'm gonna do, spray with an iron decon, and then after I rinse that off, I'm gonna go ahead and clay bar it. So whenever I did the iron decon, this thing lit up purple. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it definitely needed that. So, funny story about this client is I gave this client a business card 1 year ago. Then I feel like that's crazy because at one point I had stopped making business cards because I felt like they were pointless, because I don't go like going around handing out business cards, but if somebody asks me for one, I give them one. So I would go get 50 to 100 business cards made. And although it only cost me about 20, 30 bucks, maybe at that, it didn't cost me much. I just felt like it was a waste of time and energy to design the business card, go get them printed, pay for them to get it printed, because honestly, I really don't get that much work off of somebody coming off a business card. It has only happened a handful of times. So it just so happened that I was at some convenience store after dropping my daughter to daycare. This guy walks up, he saw the van, he walks up, and I think this was before I even had all the decals on the van. I think I just had Mo's Mobile Detailing or something on it. But long story short, he walks up, was asking me about, if I did detailing and all that stuff, and I think he was asking me about pricing, and I gave him a card. And then 1 year later, he finally called me up, and here I am doing 2 jobs, possibly 2 more for him in the near future. So, like I said, this is a paint enhancement. It's not to do a full-on correction. It is just to restore the gloss. So, as you're about to see, the left side is the side I haven't touched. It's cloudy. You can barely even see the light through it. And then the right side is the side that I just got finished doing, and it's a lot more glossier. Whenever I'm doing this, my pad and polish may vary. So it all depends for me. It all depends on what type of results I'm trying to get. So for this truck, since the paint was like cloudy, hazy looking, I used P601 Kashkimi and a orange cutting pad. Now I'm not going at the same speed I would as a one step. I'm moving a lot faster. And covering a lot more area as well. So doing about three quick passes, 3-4 quick passes. That's it. Wiping it off and moving on. And that's pretty much how I look at it when it comes to paint enhancement now. So if you don't want to do full corrections, you can start doing paint enhancements like I'm doing right here. Like I said, boom, glossy, and then I'm gonna go back to how it's cloudy, hazy, all of the above. So this is a good service to offer. So like I said in another video, I was actually doing this as a wash and wax, and then I just switched and made it its own service and charged double the price of what I was charging before. The customer was super happy with this truck. He even texted me like 2 weeks later and was like, man, everybody's been complimenting me on when I drive the truck to town and all that good stuff. So that's stuff that I like to hear. That means that I did my job. He was beyond happy with it and there was no issues. So the results are about to come up in a little bit.